Ending weeks of speculation over his Secretary of State pick and kicking off weeks of more speculation about whether his pick can pass a Senate confirmation hearing, President-elect Donald Trump finally made his choice. ExxonMobil CEO Rex Tillerson, a successful businessman with significant experience doing deals with foreign entities, as when he negotiated a multi-billion-dollar deal with Rosneft, Russia's state-controlled oil company, to drill in 3 key Russian regions: the Arctic, the Black Sea, and Siberia. The signing ceremony was attended by Vladimir Putin himself. U.S.-led sanctions against Russia for invading and annexing Crimea hurt ExxonMobil's bottom line, so Tillerson has opposed those sanctions. Texas's former governor, Rick Perry, he knows something about the oil business himself, having run the petroleum-rich Lone Star State, and Perry also made the Trump administration cut. He will, Senate confirming coming up, he will run the Department of Energy, a government agency that Perry once vowed to eliminate. And yes, in that infamous Oops clip, energy was the one governor that Perry forgot. CNN correspondent Phil Mattingly is live outside Trump Tower. Phil, one assumes that the president-elect saw the comments from Republican senators expressing concern about Tillerson's ties to Putin. He must know this could be a tough confirmation battle.
Yeah, and in talking to Trump advisors, Jake, they know they're going to have a fight on their hands, but they believe that if they make the case, and they will make the case, that they can smooth the pathway to eventual confirmation. But what this underscores is something, frankly, the president-elect has said throughout. He's going to pick who he wants to pick, and he's willing to defend them no matter their history. Today, President-elect Trump sticking to his pledge to pick unorthodox, business-minded cabinet secretaries, even if it sets up a bipartisan confirmation confrontation for his choice to be top diplomat.
We just couldn't be more grateful that someone of Rex Tillerson's proven leadership and accomplishments has been willing to step forward to serve our nation.
Rex Tillerson, CEO of oil giant ExxonMobil, now tapped to be Trump's Secretary of State, a man with no government experience, but decades of deal-making and international business ties. Those ties include extensive relations with Russia, and most notably, Vladimir Putin, ties Trump and his team see as a net positive.
What we're going to see with Tillerson is someone who's been a business leader on the world stage. Rex Tillerson has actually stood up and said no to Vladimir Putin.
The pick coming amid allegations from the intelligence community that Russia was involved in meddling in the election, to Trump's advantage. It's an allegation the Trump team rejects. Some GOP senators quickly firing out statements raising concerns and raising the possibility that Tillerson's nomination could be an uphill climb. Marco Rubio saying, quote, "I have serious concerns about the nomination." Tillerson, however, getting an immediate boost from former cabinet secretaries and GOP foreign policy standard bearers Condoleezza Rice and Robert Gates. Both did work for Tillerson's firm, and behind the scenes, sources tell CNN both recommended and endorsed Tillerson to Trump. Rice calling him an excellent choice, Gates touting his vast knowledge, experience, and success in dealing with foreign leaders. This coming as sources tell CNN Trump will select Rick Perry as his energy secretary, the former long-serving governor of oil-rich Texas. It elevates a man who once proposed eliminating the department altogether, and in trying to lay out that specifically, had this epic oops moment.
The third one I can't, sorry. Oops.
Trump also delaying his own announcement about his plans to separate himself from his business empire. Aides saying Trump's focus has been on personnel and cabinet choices, that the final plan simply wasn't ready. But Trump still able to find time to meet with someone decidedly not in contention for a cabinet post today. Hip-hop star Kanye West.
I just want to take a picture right now.
And Jake, we have it on pretty good authority. Kanye West is not in the running for a cabinet selection, but obviously, as we noted, Rick Perry is. And it's important to note, Rick Perry at one point called Donald Trump's candidacy a cancer on conservatism. Now he's in the fold. We've seen it repeatedly over the course of the last couple of weeks. Despite some of the bombastic statements, despite the Twitter attacks, there is a very real effort inside Trump Tower behind me to try and unify the party as the president-elect prepares to become the president. Jake?